Were you there that night that we came to the Billabong house?
Well, I was gonna bring that up.
I'm sure you were.
So that night, you just got into a fight with someone at the house. I literally saw you guys running towards the house. I mean, you can say your side of what happened at the Billabong house that night, because it was kind of like a major deal in the surf world.
Yeah, it was pretty classic. I'm gonna get the boys, gonna do this right.
How's it? You know the rules. Aloha. Best surfer in the world, Sterling Spencer, and Cousin Ryan presents Pinch My Salt.
Do you think parrots are getting enough credit?
Parents?
Parrots.
Parrots?
The bird.
What about them?
They talk. What other animal talks?
I know.
English.
And we kind of just go, yeah.
We're just like, oh, yeah, that's cute, I guess.
And
no one's talking about it.
It needs more.
It should be in the news right now.
They should be everywhere.
Animals are talking. How did they evolve to this?
Hello?
I was listening to one talk to its owner.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why aren't people more impressed by this?
I know.
If an alligator started talking,
Yeah.
it would blow our minds.
I think about this a lot. We are so used to animals and so jaded and numb to stuff. If you saw a giraffe for the first time, you would freak out.
Yeah, if it just showed up in your backyard.
A giraffe? Now we're like, yeah, it's a giraffe.
It's an alien horse.
I know. And then now back to parrots. They can talk and we're like, cool.
Why aren't people talking about this?
Talk about it, everybody.
Like hammerhead sharks. They were so gnarly when I was a kid.
Hammerhead sharks.
And now no one, it's like they're not irrelevant.
I know. We need to get them
How
back.
sick are hammerheads? Their eyeballs are on each side.
I know.
And then now you don't hear anything about hammerheads anymore.
They're not in the news ever anymore.
Ever. Because they choose not to hurt anyone.
I know.
And it's like, oh, because they're not hurting anyone, now we're not going to talk about them?
I know. We need to get parrots talking longer sentences. I think that's.
Should we get a parrot in here?
I would love a parrot. I saw Tom Curran's got a parrot now.
Tom Curran's got a parrot?
I've been seeing pictures of a parrot on his shoulder.
Really?
I think he might be a parrot guy now.
I wonder if the parrot talks more than him.
Probably.
Or he got the parrot to talk for him.
Right.
Or like, Tom, can you come back on? He's like sending the parrot.
Sending the parrot. Someone's like, Tom, how you feeling? He's like, the parrot's like, sad. Can I ask a surf question? What is pig dogging?
Pig dogging?
What is pig? I hear you say pig dogging, and I never get. No, what does it mean?
Grab your rail.
That's what it means?
Mm-hmm.
I thought pig dogging meant like, whoa.
Pig dogging is when you widen your stance. You grab the rail.
That's what it means.
Pig
I'm not
dog.
joking. I thought it just meant like showing off.
No, pig dog is when you grab the rail and you're about to go through a gnarly barrel, and you're like, oh, he's pig dogging.
Pig dogging.
I don't know why.
Another term I want to know about: packing closeouts.
Packing closeouts?
Yeah, what is packing closeouts?
It's basically for the boys.
Packing the closeout.
So,
It's a closeout, and you're packing it.
So when we used to surf off the wall,
Uh-huh.
we were all about packing closeout.
What does it mean?
You pack a closeout, meaning you're pulling in literally just for the photo.
Oh, so you know you're about to get destroyed.
So back in the day, your photos would look better if you're pulling into a closeout, because the way a wave breaks, it really shoots farther out.
Okay.
Because it's the whole wave.
Oh, so it looks like this long tube.
Yeah. So if you're shooting fisheye and you're packing the closeout, so you go by the photographer and act all chill, like,
Yeah.
and then right after you jump over.
But your boys are like, he packed the closeout.
He's like, go, Makua!
Okay, so real quick, out of the cloth then. Does surfers know in the photo this guy's packing a closeout?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's looked down upon, kind of.
No,
Oh.
it's gnarlier.
Oh.
It's dangerous. My friend Nutty,
Oh, yeah.
he almost died packing closeouts off the wall. It was sketchy.
It just sounds funny.
Hit the reef and he was underwater and we all like grabbed him.
No way.
Yeah, I like held his board.
So packing closeouts is dangerous.
I get the heebie-jeebies thinking about it.
Dang.
Because you're paddling out like the gnarliest waves, and like the safest thing is to look for the best wave that you can make.
Hmm.
But for us like surfers that are trying to make it,
Yeah.
you got to pack the closeouts because you can't cherry pick all the best waves.
Right. You just got to go.
Like you couldn't be John, just take the best wave and then you get barreled the whole way and every photographer lines up perfect. Like,
Yeah.
you got to pack the one closeout and hope the one photographer is like, I'll get you. I got you.
Right.
Because sometimes you pack a closeout and some photographers would be like,
He's not going to make it.
they wouldn't even pull your camera up and you're like, dang it.
Thinking about the
And he's
die.
like, okay.
Wow.
Because photographers, surfers are just, it's just money.
Right.
They're like, oh, that's so-and-so. I could get a Billabong ad from them.
Right.
Or but if you weren't sponsored, a lot of times they just wouldn't even pull their camera up.
Yeah, they're like, not worth it.
So there'd be guys that are like trying to get sponsored.
Yeah.
And because they don't have logos on the board, the photographers are like, I'm not going to waste my film on. This is when we had film.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking SD cards. I'm like, oh, I don't have to filter through those photos of no names.
No, this is like film and like maybe the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of like digital. But digital, you only had so much space.
Yeah, the cards are
There's
small.
there's like 100 photos you can get.
Yeah, 100 megabytes or something.
There's only so many megabytes. The photographer's like, I'm not wasting these megabytes on you.
Pinch my clips. Let's get right into it, Sturls. We got a lot
The
to do.
12th?
Let's go straight into 12. Let's get this going.
But did you tell them?
Subscribe, like, and comment. Let's do this, guys.
Comment, but like it too.
Comment, but like it too. All right.
God.
Look at that.
Jeez.
Why would he post this photo?
They're like, Laird. He's like, huh?
What?
I mean, his hair's pretty dialed in.
Do you think he went to Turkey?
Do you think he's got Turk plants?
I think he might.
Why?
I don't know. How could he have everything?
He has Gabby in here?
It's not fair. Ooh. 2 boys on the town.
This is when we were in San Diego doing serious work.
This is me and Sterling.
Is it Halloween?
It must have been in October because there's a pumpkin on the car. I hated that car, dude.
Didn't that make you sit in the back?
I fell asleep in the back on basically like metal jaggedy wires.
This car was made for a DJ.
Really?
Yeah, and he had a huge bass like built into the car.
That's what it was, like a sound system.
And they took it out and it just became nothing. So there's no back seat.
Yeah.
And it was just like weird stuff.
We drove this for hours up to LA and back, and I was laying on like wires because there was a girl in the shotgun.
Oh, there was.
Those were the days, dude. I remember this. We put in a lot of work.
Look how skinny you are.
No, I look like that right now. What's he doing? What's he doing? Is that Jack Robinson is holding nothing back.
He's not even holding the board back.
Is that AI?
Oh.
He's on the rocks?
Hold on, what? Let me just sit right here.
Dang,
What
dude.
is he doing though?
I mean, he's modeling.
He looks like a
though?
wombat. Like a beautiful wombat.
A beautiful wombat.
Like a furry.
He kind of looks like a boring Superman. You know what I mean? Nat Young. Is he a youth leader now?
They got another one.
What is he doing?
Nat Young was a pro surfer.
No, I know, but what's this photo from?
Real estate.
Real
They
estate?
got him.
Oh, no.
They put the shirt on him and they're like, all right, kid.
Put on the polo, buddy.
Put on
the
the
duck head polo.
brush that hair and put the polo on.
And make
We got some peroxide strips for your teeth.
poor Nat Young.
They got him. They'll get us all eventually.
Man,
Real estate agents.
real estate.
So a pro surfer, they have 2 paths when they retire.
All right, what is it?
They're at a fork in the road. DJ, real estate agent. It's just like dating when you're 40. It's either
Kids.
kids or Asian chick.
Oh, well, that's pretty easy. Pretty easy option there. Nat Young.
We
hope
wish you luck.
We wish you luck. Sell some waterfront property. Oh wait, this is not funny,
This is gnarly.
dude.
Sketchballs, dude. Are you kidding me?
I mean, we're not getting anything into this political, but there's bombs blowing up next to while you're surfing.
And the surfers are just not even worried about it. Gotta get my backside schwack on.
I mean, isn't that the gnarliest thing ever? Surfers and bombs.
How is their nervous systems regulated?
This isn't Israel, guys. This is nuts.
Like, could you imagine just surfing and a bomb blows up near you and you're like, oh, whatever. They must be clearly used to it.
I mean, how do you get used to something like that? That is insane, man.
What is this?
This is JT.
Oh my gosh. Did you see the DUI video?
Yes, I
so
saw.
fun.
It's so fun. And I guess this is him trying to stop the videos from making the public or something?
Yeah, before it came out, he tried to stop it.
Why? Just own it, dude.
What if he's just trying to bring sexy back?
He's trying to bring sexy back.
Bless his heart. You can't even get a DUI in peace.
You can't even get a DUI anymore. He liked one of our videos the other day.
I know.
I saw it and my little heart went a pitter patter.
This is the worst feeling ever.
He had no business being out there, I don't think.
I
mean, look.
Oh no. Zest alert. Hold on to your zest, boys.
Here we go.
So nervous! I'm about to go on the red carpet for the first time.
Yep, that's me. I made every rookie mistake you could at the biggest beauty event in Hollywood. Me and my brother got invited to a night of extra play. What's crazy is that this was my very first big Hollywood event ever. I tried my best to act like I'd been there before, but the truth was I was so nervous.
I'm so nervous!
And this was the scariest part, the red carpet. I just stayed as calm as I could.
I'm glad he's giving us a detailed info about this. Jeez, we're privileged white kids. We're privileged white kids from Huntington. It's hard out here.
Me and bro started busting out the dance moves. We met some new friends, and it ended up being a night to remember.
Here's the deal. I don't think we're making fun of this human that's alive and breathing today. We're making fun of the human he's making up for the camera.
Right.
It's annoying.
Right. He's probably a cool kid.
He's probably a cool guy, but he makes this crap.
Right.
And so we're mad at this stuff.
It's hate the sin, not the sinner.
Right. It's just, it's so fake, dude. What is this, Sterling?
Windsurfer?
Getting drugged through a barrel?
It's like,
Does that count?
that's kind of nuts. How do you stay in the barrel with the cord
Yeah.
going out of the barrel?
Yeah, the water.
Kind of sick. Ah, the bros are going nuts.
It's like your dad pulling you through something. Like, is it still the same amount of skill? I think
it is.
It is.
I mean, holding onto a kite while in the barrel,
That's
it's kind of gnarly.
But look, I feel like you could get fully closed out on and still make it because it would just pull you out of it.
Shuck you right out.
Who's this?
Albie Laird.
That's Albie. Albie damned.
Well, I'll be damned. Look how sketchy this is, dude.
Ooh, how slow-mo do we need?
Iron Lotus. It's all about kinks. Ah!
So he lands this.
He's like, I hate everyone.
Albie.
Yay. That happened in like half a second.
Sped up,
Then
it looks
slow-mo,
funnier.
it's so fun.
What the?
All right. I'm pulling in. Skadoosh! God. He could have gotten Barrow's life, but he went for a floater. Oh boy.
So he went up for a floater. The wave walled up and just.
Yeah. Someone didn't like tell him you're surfing a little choppy right now.
I love his hair. It looks like he just got a gnarly divorce. Doesn't it? That's divorce hair.
Is it? Is that what divorce does your hair?
Yeah, he for sure
He does give me just divorce vibes.
"Ooh, I'm gonna get into surfing. Oh.
I'm gonna shake this off.
Oh,
Classy.
oh,
God,
look at that
look at
water.
that plusness.
He's spraying Cuba. Jeez.
Like an elephant.
The poor sea creatures. That is so much spray.
That's probably why that great white shark went south.
Went south. Yeah, he's migrating animals with this.
The sharks went south for the season after that.
I know, dude. Dude, I love this guy. How thick is that board? This has got to be pretty thick. It's got to be pretty thick, right?
There's got to be some serious leaders on that thing.
Right.
Dude, this is freaking Griffin's brother.
Cross?
Is this Crosby?
Is that his name?
Is it Crosby?
Something like
He's kind of gnarly.
So this is the Griffin brother boy.
He's the Griffin brother. Look at this.
Wow. Is that one wave?
That's one wave, dude. He's
Dude.
kind of shredding right now. Look at him. He's carving.
Where is this, Callie?
Tail blow.
Dang.
That's a gnarly combo.
Dude.
It's nice to see like carving to gnarly tail blows.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what we were missing?
I think that's what the Gen Zers are missing. The
Carving.
carves. So that's why John keeps blowing everyone away.
Right.
So I was excited to see this clip, to see the carving, then straight to freaking hucks. And look, he made it around the section.
He's hucking.
What is that? I got this new board.
What is it?
It's a freaking fat cat.
Fat
Are you
cat.
kidding me?
Dude.
This is hand shaped
Wow.
by Keith Sims, local legend.
Okay, so he's from this
He's
area?
from Pensacola. He shapes on the East Coast.
Heck yeah. Shout out to Pensacola.
And he copied my moonbeam.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Your moonbeam.
He copied the old moonbeam. So we're calling it since it's fat cat, we're calling it the moonbeam pussycat.
Oh, okay.
The fat pussy moon cat.
Oh. Wow. Okay, explain to me. It's got a weird dip in the middle.
It's got the secret channels.
Yeah.
I guess he has the technology to literally copy boards and bring them back to life.
Oh.
He's got like a gnarly, like
Digital.
He's got a gnarly machine.
Hmm.
So he like put it in the machine. Like I gave him my old board,
Mm-hmm.
and then he put it in the machine, and then freaking dialed it all in himself.
Heck yeah,
And
dude.
it's literally just like the moonbeam.
How's she ride?
It works insane. I thought I was never going to be able to feel the moonbeam again.
Right. It's like cloning an old dog
Yeah.
that passed away.
He literally cloned an old dog.
Dang, so it has the same personality and everything?
Dude, it works so good. And I thought I was never going to be able to feel the moonbeam feeling
Mhm.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like getting
Wow.
to hang out with your old dog.
It's like a time machine to your first girlfriend or something.
So I'm stoked. Shout out Fat Cat Surfboards.
Does he have a website or something?
He has an Insta. Fat Cat Surfboards.
Look it up, guys. This guy's a legend, local legend, too.
Look at the channel.
Stop. The channels look channely.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I got in a fight with a northerner.
A northerner?
Northerners.
No way. Was he pretty pale?
His legs were a little too smooth.
Oh, I hate guys with smooth legs.
When you see white, smooth legs, you know they're from like Tennessee and up.
Yeah, and it makes you kind of nauseous.
Yeah, I was like, you know how we have secret local beaches
Yes.
on Pensacola?
Uh-huh.
And we take our dogs and no one
Yep.
fusses about it because we lost our beaches to tourists.
Yes.
'Cause-
It's kind of a common thing among tourists. We know the rules.
If you're a local, you know the rules.
You're not
And
Eros.
if you're on a local beach, you don't. You just shut up
You just shut up.
and let whoever. Like if you want to walk around naked, you can.
Right.
So I'm on the beach with Polly.
You're on the beach with your dog.
I was on the beach with the dog, and there's no one around.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up, starts fishing, literally like
Ugh.
right here, and I'm like looking. I'm like, there's miles and miles of no one on the beach. Why are you fishing right here?
You're getting me going, dude. Ugh.
So then Polly, he's with his wife, and Polly goes over sweetly trying to say hi. And he's like, "What's this dog?" He's like, "Get this dog out of here."
He said that?
And I'm like, "Clearly you're not from here." And he's like, "I'm local." I was like, "If you're a local, then you want to be complaining about a dog on the beach because you know we come down here and do whatever we want because we lost our beaches to people like you."
Inlanders.
He's like, "Oh, I'm local." And I'm like, "No, you're freaking not."
Was he Airbnb local? Some renter guy?
He probably like owns a house
Right.
here and comes down when the weather's nice.
Ugh.
I'm like trying not to lose my cool. I'm
Ooh.
trying not to go full Makua on him.
Don't go full Makua, dude.
I wanted to freaking wring his neck, and I guess I outwitted him
Okay.
because he was like, couldn't get over the dog. He's like, it's illegal. And I was like, I'm sure there's lots of illegal things you do at home that I'm not up in your business about.
I'm sure he rolls through stop signs.
And he was like, you know what? You might got me on that one.
Really? He must be doing some stuff.
And it like brought me down
Yeah.
because he kind of like, and then he just stopped. He just let it go.
Nice.
And then he fished right next to me, like 2 feet away.
Oh, I hate that.
And I wanted to like secretly cut his lines. But the wind's super west, and I was like, you're not going to catch anything today.
Really?
Like, clearly you're not local because you want to be fishing right now.
Dude. Tourists are out, and I just look at their license plates and send lasers to them, dude. Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas. I'm like,
Well, what's funny, when I was leaving, I went and looked for his car and looked for the tag. He's from Tennessee. He had a brand new truck too. So he clearly still lives there.
he's not
Because
local.
there wasn't plates. It was just the paper.
Oh.
Said Tennessee.
Maybe he just moved here or something stupid.
He has a house here. The law is like a good and bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, this guy's right. Right?
Right.
Like in the grand scheme of things, if push comes to shove, he's right.
Yeah.
But I'm actually right if we're talking to each other as locals and
Yeah.
out of respect.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
He was right in man's law. You were right in God's law.
Well, go down the beach. If your
Yeah. This
dogs bother you, just walk down the beach 10 feet.
You should have said something about his hairless legs. Wow, dude.
But I didn't get fired up about it. Normally, I'd be fired up for days and
really.
getting fights in my mind. And so maybe I am on the bridge.
You're on the bridge, Sterling, and I like to see it. Do you think about the stuff when you're bathing?
In the tub.
Sterling is a bather, guys. A little behind the scenes.
Oh!
Sorry to blow up your bathing secret.
When you say bather,
Does that sound sus?
I love a good Epsom salt bath.
Dude, sometimes I'll come to pod and we're getting in the van and he's still in the tub. I can't get him out of it.
I love having my feet out and just my neck, and it's like, it's so toasty.
But do you have these deep thoughts while you're in the tub? Epsom salting?
No, that's when I let go.
Oh, that's when the salt...
Showering is more of a thinking thing.
That's a thinking game.
Being angry. I'm tired of being angry.
You're tired of being angry?
I'm tired of it.
It doesn't do anything for you, really.
It does nothing.
It does nothing but win world titles and make a lot of money.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm growing up.
Maybe you're growing up, Sturls.
But when I was younger, there was a different way of life.
Mm-hmm.
When I was living in Hawaii, that was the way.
That's the only way to survive, it seems like.
If you were going to survive, you had to submit to the angry and fight back, or if you were too much of a pushover, you're a target.
It's like being in prison.
You had to snap at least once so people know, like,
Yeah.
well, he's going to snap if you push him.
But things have changed. It's not that way anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
now it's like, all right, I guess we'll just submit to this law thing.
I wonder if our kids growing up, because I used to get in little fights and be angry, and like when I played football and stuff, I feel like our kids are not, that generation's just going to be too happy all the time.
I don't know. Did you watch that video of that DJ?
Oh, yeah.
Show the DJ clip.
Turn down! It's off!
Porky?
I don't speak French.
Porky, you.
No.
You stay here. Why you put the music? Why you put the music?
What the f?
Why you put the music? D'enculé.
God damn!
D'enculé de ta
What
mère.
the f away from me!
Merde. Pourquoi tu mets la musique?
I turned it down!
Espèce d'en...
Damn!
Espèce d'en... Espèce d'en...
Damn!
Ta
Get
mère.
the, what the f? What the? Holy
Talk about no self-defense skills.
I mean, once that coffee got thrown at me, I'd give her one donkey kick to the stomach.
I would grab her sweatshirt, her hood, and hold her to the ground.
Dude, she was tasing him, throwing, and he's like, I'm leaving.
he got woman handled.
Dude. totally
she
woman.
made him his biatch.
I know. He's like, I turned it down.
Dude, that's what's scary about Gen Zers.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have some self-defense skills.
Right. Throw a DJ disc at her or something. Like, what do you think
Wrap
Deadmau5 would?
the cord.
Deadmau5 would have probably gone to jail for murder that day.
He would have taken her out.
Joel would have been like,
I actually sent that clip.
he did. He's probably like, dang.
I was like, this must be Diplo.
Yeah, Gen Zers, man, they better toughen up.
Well, when you don't defend yourself, you can go to that guy's YouTube and watch the full clip.
Oh, really?
And he's talking about how he's like, I'm so angry still. And
Let me vlog about it.
yeah, so then it's like, now you're going to post the clip and show how much of a wuss you are.
I know.
And make it worse for your own self-identity.
Well, I guess he thought she's a girl. I'd better just run.
Well, it's sketchy because obviously a man can kill a woman very easily. Like one punch and
Yeah.
she's gone.
One
So
elbow.
and then what do? Run?
Yeah.
That's the tricky thing with anger. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Right.
If you don't, I guess you have to find the balance of like just enough to and not go over the edge
Yeah.
where you're really angry and do something stupid.
Right. Like right now, I'm getting angry because I think Polly's farting her brains out. And I could get angry, but I'm choosing to just.
You're taking in the stench.
Polly is relaxed right now. Woo, girl. But I had a choice there.
What would you have done? Break a camera?
Yeah, I probably would have broke a camera or spit on Polly.
So that's what Gen Zers. It's like the way we grew up is like too much.
Yeah.
And our parents is like way too much.
Right.
And then now it's not enough.
Yeah, we overcorrected. We need to get back to that middle road.
Like I was in the sauna at the gym.
Oh,
And
no.
all the Gen Zers, they were wrestling and like the kid was like choking another kid out and it was like hitting the sauna window. And I literally just walked out and I was like, I just stared at them. They're like, they're all so much taller than me, way buffer.
Yeah.
But I just having a beard.
But
I just literally just looked and I was like, beat it. And they were like, and they ran out. They were so scared of me.
Dude, so you had that dad energy.
And I was thinking, I was like, you know what's funny? Those kids have no survival skills. Like I literally could have beaten all of them up.
Because they're so scared.
Maybe they could feel the energy.
Yeah, I'm saunaing.
But I feel like I could literally just like take them all out.
Was there
and
like
chip-
6 of them?
Oh, there's like 10.
Dang, and they were goofing
And
off.
what's so funny, like they could all technically kill me,
Yeah.
but literally I was like standing.
Were you
and-
shirtless?
Yeah, it's like in my underwear. I was like, in my underwear, I was like,
Dude, that would have scared me.
my hair was all crazy. It was like, it was so funny. Like, I'm like, I will literally take all these kids out. That's my thinking.
Your mentality, yeah.
That's the energy I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Like, not like I will literally take all of you down at once. That's how irrationally confident sometimes I am. Dude, the Joel Tudor stuff just keeps giving.
I know. You're talking about the Aftermath episode?
The aftermath.
I think people really connected with that story you told about Firewire and how you felt used. And
That was really fun.
yeah.
That people really liked hearing that stuff because that was stuff I was downloading for so long.
Yeah.
And then to tell the story and people like getting it and
Yeah.
laughing about it's healing.
Did you ever feel like, oh, I don't want to tell? Because we've been potting for years now. Did you ever feel like, people probably aren't interested in the story? Or
Yeah, you kind of you forget like people want to hear what it's like to ride for these brands.
Right.
They don't know what it's like.
yeah. And people loved it.
So everyone keeps asking me, and it's like, okay, you left Firewire for Christensen. Well, what happened with Christensen?
People are asking that.
And the Christensen story is like, I got screwed over literally the same. So basically, when I went to Christensen, he showed me a bunch of like shortboards,
Mm-hmm.
and he never had like a pro shortboarder on his team. He shaped like fun shapes, and he shaped big wave boards for Greg Long.
Okay.
So he's known for kind of just shaping big wave boards. So when I went and rode for him, I was riding the fishes. I loved all his fun stuff. And he's like, he didn't want me to ride that. He's like, no, ride the shortboards. And basically the same thing, I started filming gold.
Yeah.
And he was so frustrated because he was trying to shape me these shortboards. That's where I got the idea for Bob Saget.
Yeah.
Because I had a bunch of mayhems I got from Dylan Graves, and they worked insane. So I'm back riding mayhems without mayhem knowing.
Dude.
So I had like this really good mayhem, like in the Puerto Rico part in gold.
Yeah.
I'm riding the mayhem, and it's just freaking. I'm kind of serving like some of my best stuff.
Who are you with on that trip?
Dylan Graves.
Okay. Yeah.
But I had just agreed to ride for Christensen, and he shaped me like tons of boards, and I took him to Puerto Rico, and like none of them worked.
Oh.
And none of them worked, and Dylan gave me the mayhem, and all of a sudden I'm just freaking
God, it's so weird.
like just surfing so good. And I was like, I mean, I didn't sign a contract with him. Whatever. Back on mayhems.
Yeah.
So, you know, I get all this footage on mayhems, and Chris is just like so bummed. I remember like going to the factory, and like that's where I got the idea for all the Bob Saget stuff, because he's like, I shaped for Brad Gerlach. He was like telling me, he's like, I shaped all Brad Gerlach. he really wanted to be a legit shortboard shaper. Like that's the next thing he wanted in his arsenal of shaping.
Right.
And I was like, well, you can keep shaping me then, but like if I can't surf good, like I have to go back to the mayhem. So I went to Nicaragua, and like he shaped me more, and like I just rode the mayhem. And I did 4 trips, and so basically I just couldn't ride the boards, and and then after the movie was done, it was kind of like it was like a bitter, you know, he's kind of over me, it felt like.
Yeah.
Because I started like getting into veganism and stuff, and like peace signs. And I was doing yoga.
Yeah.
And Chris, he's like a Civil War veteran.
Silver War?
Dude, Chris, for sure in his last life, he was in the Civil War.
Really?
Like battling in the trenches.
So he thought you were a little too.
He didn't like the veganism trip and stuff, and like he would write me weird things. He's like, but I was riding his fishes, and it was super popular. Like he gave me like a mini Simmons and a fish and a couple alternative shapes, and I was just riding and putting my Instagram, and I was getting tons of views, and like he was getting so much exposure, but he didn't want that exposure.
Odd.
And it was so weird. I'm like, dude, I'm kind of perfect for your brand.
Yeah.
Because people want to ride, people are over shortboards.
Yeah.
They want to ride these fun boards, and I'm the perfect guy for it. So it was like this weird thing. And so then I made that video for Rob.
Yeah, the Moonbeam.
The Moonbeam video.
Yeah.
And Firewire, Rob wanted me to ride for Firewire.
Again?
Yeah, he wanted me to ride Firewire again. And
oh, I didn't know this.
So this is when he was in town for the Interlake thing.
Rob Machado Day.
So I was just telling him, I was like, dude, the future of surfboards, I literally laid it all out. Like, I'm like, the future of selling boards is you have a model, you put it online, you show you surfing it, and then you sell it. Because people everyone doesn't just buy a board. They need to see it first.
Right.
So I made that video, and basically Firewire actually did offer me a job.
Really?
They offered me to...
Rob's video guy?
Well, they kind of offered, because I had told Rob all this stuff, and it was like, Rob was like, yeah, like we got to do media on this. So they were like, hey, do you want to be that guy?
Oh, so they would send you a board, you would film yourself shredding it?
Kind of basically be like a marketing guy for Firewire.
What?
like make the videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I can't go back to Firewire. Y'all wasted so much of my life. But I do love them. Like, they're very lovable people.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I can't go back down that road. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like the sellout feeling. I always knew we were going to do this.
Ooh.
I always knew, like, I'm too good of an entertainer to just be working for a brand, making their entertainment.
Did they offer good money?
We never even talked about it. I didn't really go there.
You didn't get that far.
But I went to Chris. I was like, hey, Firewire is offering me this stuff. Do you really not want to do this? And he was like, and he didn't even have a website at the time.
What?
And basically I was like, dude, you gotta get a website. I'm like, dude, we could crush Firewire.
They didn't have a website.
He didn't even have a website.
What a loser.
And I'm like, dude, we could literally crush Firewire. Like, people want your boards, but they can't see it anywhere. It's just whispers, and they see me writing in gold, and like no one really gets to see it. Because and then Firewire really launched their thing. They hired a guy to do all their media, doing podcasting, and they blew up.
You talking about all the cute slow-mo videos like in a studio where it's Kelly in the dark?
Yeah, and the Ramachado, like the Go Fish, they were advertising it and doing podcasting and talking about it, and it really took off.
Right, you were right.
So I was like, dude, Chris, they were trying to hire me to do that. Just hire me I'll do it for you, but I'm not going to tell anyone.
Yeah.
I just love surfboards, and I want to be a part of some type of board making.
Yeah.
It's just a passion of mine.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, I'm going to start a website. I'll pay you $500 a month.
What?
And I'm like, this stuff costs thousands. Like, if you tried to do it yourself, you would be paying someone like $3,000 to $5,000 a month just for filming and editing.
Production, filming, editing.
And he's like, I'm just not big enough. Like, 500 is literally all I can offer. And I was like, well, let's do a 6-month trial period. I'll do it for $500. And if you see it taking off, like, support me, pay me, and let's like make it rad.
Yeah, build it up.
So I edited him all this stuff, and he saw it. Like, I edited him like shaping and me doing a carve and like to music and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, this is sick."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Why don't you just let me make your website?" And he's like, "No. He's like, "I'll make it." Like, no. So someone at the factory knew how to make websites. So he made a website. So Surfer Mag, they offered to do a Quivers video. Surfer Mag was doing these videos called Quivers from pro surfers. So I made like this epic Quiver video of all his boards for Surfer Mag, and it was one of their highest viewed videos on their page. It was literally epic.
Right.
And basically, from all that, we took all the stuff and put it on his website. So every board he had was me writing this, me writing that, me writing this. And literally had it all set up. And then I got my brain injury. So I got hit in the head, and then COVID hit.
Ugh.
So he calls me, and he's like, hey, I don't know if I can pay you that $500 right now because COVID's pretty gnarly.
Okay.
And so I'm like, that's totally fine. And I just got hit in the head, and I wasn't crippled yet, but things were getting weird. So I was like, oh, good. Just like pay me when you can. And then I went down.
Yeah. Then you kind of went,
I literally go down for 2 years, can't walk. And we were going to fly me to California to start the brain treatment, which was near Ramachado's house.
Right.
So I was going to go stay with Rob. So I'm about to come out there, and because I'm coming out there, he's like, hey, I can pay you now. And I was like, well, I'm coming out there. Let's talk about it. And he's like, okay, yeah, like I'll make you dinner. And I was like, well, I'm in a wheelchair right now. Like, I don't know if I can even get up your steps. Because he was like super excited. He bought this new house.
Sick.
And he's like, I'll make you dinner. And I was like, I mean, if I'm feeling good, I haven't flown since my brain injury, and doctor said it's going to be kind of gnarly. Like,
yeah.
So I get there, and I feel terrible. And I was like, hey, I can't come to your dinner, but can you like come by?
Yeah.
But here's what happened.
What? Let's set up for this.
Chris and Rob had a huge falling out.
Oh.
And Rob was like, hey,
Don't bring
Chris over here. Because Rob was dodging him for years.
Oh, and you're about to invite him right over.
So, because before he signed for Firewire, I was trying to get Rob with Chris to start the dynasty.
Right.
But Chris lowballed Rob insane. Like him offering me $500 a month.
Right.
So he like gave Rob like the worst. Basically, Rob said this is a
like disrespectful.
Yeah, I was like, why would I do this?
Yeah.
But Rob is really bad at communicating. So Rob just stops talking to him.
That's what I would do.
And Chris is a Civil War veteran in his mind.
Man's man.
And Rob said he would go to the grocery store and see Chris, and Chris was like, like growl at him. He's like, Rob said he was like, he would like run out of the grocery
Leave
store.
his cart.
So Chris like scared Rob for like a whole year.
Oh no.
So I was like, hey, is it cool if Chris comes over? And he's like, oh no, dude. Like, he's like mad at me and like it's kind of nearly.
I've had to switch grocery stores.
So he's like, why don't you go to the guest house and he can come, y'all can meet there.
Yeah.
So I go over to the guest house and I'm like, yeah, come over, Chris. And we meet, we hang out. And like I'm in a wheelchair. So I'm like exhausted, and like Chris is like kind of sensitive, and like he's not understanding like a brain injury. He's just not getting it. So then he leaves. And then so that night, this is what broke our relationship. That night I have dinner with Kelly.
That's the night?
That's the night.
No way.
So in his mind, he's like, you want to eat dinner with me? But then he has dinner with Kelly and Rob.
Somehow he found out.
Well, everyone posted it on their Instagram,
like,
like tagging me, like Kelly.
Oh.
And he was so bummed because he really wanted to have dinner with Kelly
At Rob's house.
He was so bummed. Like, why didn't I get invited over
Aww.
to dinner with Rob and Kelly?
Right.
But he doesn't realize he scared Rob from all the growling.
Right.
And I'm just in the middle trying to keep the peace between everyone.
Okay, so what happened?
So we have dinner with Kelly, and it was like Rob and Kelly haven't had dinner together, so it was like this big thing. It was on like Surfline, like they've
had dinner.
It was like the Last Supper.
Right.
So I go to Hawaii for a month, and I'm texting Chris, and he's not talking to me. And so then I come back to start the treatment, the brain treatment. I was going to live with Rob for a couple months and ride my e-bike down to the brain treatment, so I can't, Chris is not talking to me. And I'm like, hey, can I get a board? I'm surfing again. I'm finally surfing again. Rob's taking me every day, and I'm riding his Firewires. I would love to ride one of your boards.
So it would have been cool to come all back together.
He just ghosted me. Jeez. So I'm there. I do the brain treatment for 3 months. And then so I'm about to leave, and I messaged him. I was like, dude, I'm just super bummed. Like, I just thought, like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to, like, support me going through my brain injury.
Right.
Like,
we had a good talk.
So then he's like, why didn't you invite me to dinner with Kelly? Like, I would have loved to eat dinner with Kelly.
Wait a second, Sterling. Is this true?
I swear to God, dude.
He was that butthurt.
It was all about Kelly. Again, it's always about Kelly.
You're like, it wasn't my dinner.
So then I had to explain. We went and ate breakfast, and I explained to him, like, dude, like, what happened between you and Rob? Rob was like, don't come over. Like,
oh, you guys got breakfast, you and Chris.
Yeah, and I told him the story, and he's like, oh, and then he felt terrible.
Oh.
So when we're at breakfast, he's explaining to me how much he's like, I've never made so much money in my whole life the past 2 years.
Really?
And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, why would he say that?
I'm like, why didn't you offer to pay me?
Right.
So then I'm starting to get triggered. He's like, I bought a new house. I paid for it in full. Like,
Oh, I hate when people say I paid it in full.
like he's going on and on. He's like, I've never made so much money. Like COVID was the best thing to happen to surfboard shapers.
Really?
And I'm thinking, yeah, because you started the website at the perfect time and you've been using my footage for the past 2 years.
Oh, no.
Selling boards out of your mind. And I'm just like, dude, I've lost so much money.
Right.
All this brain treatment. Like, I'm in debt $200,000.
You needed the money.
And I'm like, you're literally like I am the one who like literally forced you to start your website. And so then he's like, he's like, so then he like starting to feel bad because I called him out. Yeah. He's like, let's figure it out. And I was just like, well, just pay me for the months you used me all those years. Just pay me the $500.
Right.
Because that was the deal.
Yeah.
Just pay me back for the months you used my footage and pay me for the Surfer Mag thing I made.
Yeah.
He didn't even say thank you for that.
Gee, and that was huge.
It was huge. And it was the catalyst of like his website and literally like why I'm not saying like he made all that money because of me.
Right.
But give me some credit, dude. You know, like Firewire, if Firewire wasn't doing all the marketing, you think they would be selling?
No. That's what you need.
And he's like, oh, all my boards are selling right now because of COVID. It's like, well, it was kind of perfect timing of you starting a site and people being able to see your boards.
Right.
Like a big part of it was the website.
It's so weird.
So he felt super bad. He's like, I'll pay you back. It's all good. Just call me tomorrow. Just tell me what you want. We'll figure this out. So I called him the next day and I was like, hey, I just added it all up. It's like 20 grand.
Yeah.
And he freaks out on me. He's like, what? 20 grand? Like, I'm not paying you that. You haven't done anything. He like literally destroys me.
On the phone.
On the phone. He's like writing me off.
Were you just like...
I was so offended. I was just like, dude, I've literally done so much for you for free. He's like, I just called Interlight. You owe me money for boards. I'm like, what?
Interlight?
I'm like, I don't work at Interlight. I just opened the connection for them to sell boards. So then he's saying like, oh, I owe him money.
What?
So I call Interlight and they're like, someone hasn't paid for a custom board.
Oh, so he was trying to use that.
Yeah, he was trying to use that. And basically I was like, hey, dude, we're about to get into lawsuit world. Like, you're making me like, you're going to like make me sue you over this. Yeah. And he's like, you're going to sue me? Like, he's on the phone. And I was like, dude, you're like, why don't you just pay what you said you would pay and we're good. We're even. Yeah. We can move on. I don't have to ride your boards. It's fine. Like, if you want to give me boards, I'll still ride them. Like, dang. And he just snapped on me and he sent me a contract that he'll pay $6 grand. I'm like, what? What?
He just made up some random...
He just like cut thing. He's like, well, you did the Surfer Mag thing. I'll just pay you for the months. And like, it's like $6 grand. He came up with his own number. And I was just like, whatever, dude. I was literally like, dude, I'm done with boards.
Gosh, it's so stressful, dude.
So like literally our relationship ended. And so I'm in Hawaii.
Oh no.
And Chris is like, he would tell me stories like, he would like go to New Jersey and like some surf shops wouldn't pay for boards, and he would like just rock up to their shop and like threaten them and stuff. Whoa. So I'm like, I had forgotten about it, and I'm sitting at I'm about to go surf log cabins, and I'm sitting in my car, and I look over, and Chris is sitting in a truck right next to me, just staring straight, and I'm like.
Parked next to you?
Yeah, parked next to me, acting like he was following me.
What was he going to do to you?
I'm like, is he going to kill me over this?
He has a bayonet.
I was kind of freaked out because you don't know how people are thinking or acting or what's going on in their minds, making it worse. So then I was like, is he following me? Like,
Dude,
Just kind
shapers.
of gnarly.
So what happened?
I mean, if he wants that karma, that's fine. Like, he can gladly still pay me if he wants.
Well, like if you bumped into him at a freaking Food World, what would happen? Would he growl?
I mean, who knows what's going on in his head? I would just be like, dude, just pay me what you owe me, and it's all good.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
And you liked it. You liked his boards. You had a good working relationship.
We could have done awesome things.
Dang.
Like, imagine with this podcast if we were still like, because I felt so used with Firewire. I really wanted to prove I can make this. Like, because they basically used all my ideas to blow their thing out. I was like, dude, Chris, I can blow this shiz up.
Is there any brand out there that wants to hop on that you love? Or are you just so over it?
I'm pretty over it, but I just think there's just not enough money in surfboards. And it's just really hard for a surfboard manufacturer to wrap their heads around paying surfers.
Right.
I feel like if a shaper is shaping a guy on tour, you are making that guy money by surfing the level. So I think if you're on tour, you don't owe shapers money.
Right.
You're making your money through shredding on their blades, making prize money.
Totally. So you almost fought that guy the other day, dude.
My inner Makua almost came out.
Dude, you almost Makua that guy.
It feels good to let a little Makua out.
I wonder what Makua would have done at that moment.
It's like if I could only hit him up and get some.
Dude, try to call him.
Do you think he'll answer?
See if we can get Makua Rothman. Get the remote. Where's the remote? Is it in the crock? It's in the crock. Let's see. Let's get Makua,
Do you
dude.
think it'll reach him?
I'm scared. Are you sure? Don't do it.
Are we okay?
Do it. I'm nervous.
This week on Pinch My Guest, Makua Rothman joins us. North Shore born and bred, big wave world champion, and one of Hawaii's heaviest chargers. He's known for power, grit, and taking on some of the biggest waves on earth. And outside the water, his album Soundwave hit #1 on the Billboard reggae chart. Please welcome Makua Rothman.
Can you hear us,
Can
sir?
you see us?
I can't hear you guys. What the is going on? Can you guys hear me? I can't hear a word you fucking clowns are saying. Hold on.
Hello.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, Makua.
Let's go then. I'm in the Big Island. I live on the Big Island now.
What?
Yeah.
You live on the Big Island?
Yes, sir.
What? You don't live
Check
on
it.
the North Shore?
Whoa.
Looks big.
That's beautiful.
Jeez. Why'd you move over there?
Because I had to get my mind right. I had to get out of the riffraff and on the North Shore and
Really?
partners and some friends that we're doing some projects with. And they said, you do a lot better when you're on the Big Island, we noticed.
Like mentally?
Oh, everything, yeah.
How are the waves?
What waves? No. There's, I'm on the Kona side, so it's
Oh, you are?
it's pretty few and far between. I mean, there's banyans. There's a lot of great waves over here.
Yeah. Do you hang out with Shane Doran much?
I see him every once in a while, mostly in Costco.
Is that where he
See,
gets
it's like
his deer meat?
Costco. I wish they sold deer meat in Costco. No, it's just right over the pond in Maui.
Dude, it's good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know. I love watching all your guys' stuff. Unreal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, dude.
Some of the memes and the stuff you guys do is unreal. I gotta say.
Nice to meet you. I'm cousin
This
Ryan.
is cousin Ryan over here.
What's up, cousin Ryan? How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Is your world a little brighter with those shades on? You get some pretty cool look.
Sterling makes me wear them because I'm not cool.
I wanted to bump up his. Makua, I think the first time I met you, we were kids. It was the early O's. And before we had internet, because I lived in Florida, I would bring over like CDs. I brought everyone CDs because it took like Hawaii forever to get music, right? Like Y'all were like the last ones to get like, and I brought a
Oh
bunch.
yeah.
I brought a bunch of 50 Cent CDs, and dude,
Oh yeah.
I had word was getting out. I had these 50 Cent CDs, and I remember I saw you. It was I was like, I was living with Rick Iconetti. Do you remember him?
Of course I know Rick
I was
Yacanetti.
living with Rick, and I remember you walked into the house, and you're like, "Are you the one with 50 Cent CDs?" And I was like, yeah, you want one? I was like, yeah, you want one? I like took you back to my room, and you were like, "Whoa, pretty sick, yeah." I gave you a 50 Cent CD, and you gave me a joint, and that was like the first time I ever saw a joint.
From Florida is the first time you seen a joint.
Well, I was in a Christian bubble,
Oh, okay.
so you guys were like so gnarly to me.
We're definitely different.
Were you living at backyards back then at that same house where your dad is at?
Yeah, the same house where my dad is. Yeah.
To let the viewers know who your dad is like an icon, legend, head of the Dahui, one of the most legendary North Shore peoples ever. What was it like
Yeah,
growing up in that? Because when I was a kid, I watched North Shore. I was obsessed with North Shore the movie, and I would see your dad and like, you know, the Dahui and everything. And it like, what was it like growing up in that?
I mean, it was pretty wild. We had like Johnny Boy straight out of Boys Home.
Really?
Dane Kiel grew up at our house. I mean, you know, everybody kind of came, and you know, all my uncles that were infamous, I guess, if you want to say. It was, you know, when I grew up, all the headlines were Eddie Rothman, you know, $6 million man, because his bail was the highest ever at the time. And I guess,
Did he get bailed out?
yeah, no, he stayed in jail for his trial.
Oh, right.
I was pretty young back then to know all the details.
Right.
The North Shore was very different back then, growing up in that era.
Yeah.
At the old VLAN ghettos, they used to call it. Yeah, it's a trip. It's definitely a trip to see what it was and what it once.
VLAN
You know,
was
my
like
grandma-
the scariest zone.
My uncle Nate, her brother, had two houses in that little VLAN strip. One was for his family, and one was for his chickens. I swear to God, I'm not even making this up. Like,
You had a house
whole
for the
entire-
chickens?
It looked like a regular house from the outside. You open the door, the whole, you know, night grass, all of that stuff, and you walk inside, and it's just all chickens. That was North Shore style back in the day.
Did he name them all? He's like, "Oh, that's little Cletus over there."
They definitely had names. They definitely had. People used to walk in his yard to get around the road because the yards would butt up so close to the road that
Yeah.
most people would see a nice manicured grass yard and they walk through. And it was like a death sentence walking through that yard. People walk through that yard, I shit you not, and get knocked out cold. I mean, I don't know how many people were running down the street in VLAN for trying to walk through his grass. He had this thing about his grass in his yard. He's my grandma's brother.
Like going
And
to
it was
surf.
him. Oh, if you try to go to surf and walk through that yard, guaranteed cracks. Just for walking through the it was wild.
You nutty rules. That's what he would say
Yeah,
right
it
before
was,
he cracked you.
Yeah, no, I don't think they'd say much. It's more cracking, less talking.
So when your dad got out of jail, did y'all move back in together?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Man, was there like a lot of pressure on you from him, like being like a pro surfer?
No, there wasn't. He didn't really give a shit about being a pro surfer. He just kind of wanted me to do what I wanted to do, you know, what I love to do. And he did everything that he could to support that. So
That's cool.
the pressure didn't come till later, till we started like competing. The only time I actually started winning real events was when he wasn't there.
Really?
I remember so afraid of not winning a heat. Like people would be on the beach like, oh man. Because if Pops was there, I was so skitzed out. I remember I surfed Sunset one time and never even caught a wave in my heat.
Because
Like-
you're so worried about him?
Yeah, I didn't even want to go in. I paddled in down by shores, the other side.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I remember they wanted to find me because I returned my jersey. No,
Dude,
So there was some pressure in that ways, but it was mostly support. I remember one thing my dad always told me from when I was young. He says, I don't want you to be like me. I'll do everything I can to make sure that you guys don't have to live like I live. Because, everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to this. I didn't choose to do this in a way. It was just something that, his circumstances growing up led him to be who he was. And he goes, the man always got a target on his back. There's always shit you got to deal with. You don't want to live this type of life. This life is it's not a fun life at all. You ask most guys who actually really lived it, or people who are out of that life nowadays, they said that was no way to live.
yeah.
So he always reminded me that do not fucking do what I did, which is kind of hard for a kid, because I have kids and they don't do what you tell them to do.
Yeah.
They do what you. So it's kind of
Do
like
what
an
you do.
oxymoron.
Yeah, they do the opposite.
So he kind of tried to keep his world away from you.
Yeah, as much as he could, which wasn't very much, but and he's fortunate enough to be where he's at today, and he's not in any way, shape, or form wanting to, be that Eddie Rothman that was once upon a time.
Really?
Cruising. He's all about the chicks, that guy.
Dude, I was
You know
just
what
gonna
mean?
say the last time I saw your dad a couple of years ago, he was on the beach dancing with some lady. He was just dancing with her. I was like, God,
He's killing it.
he has it all.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, after going through what he went through, I don't blame him. He just wants to have a good time.
So he's kind of retired from that lifestyle.
If you ask him, he was never in that lifestyle. that was all allegedly,
Right.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was like, you were so nice, but I was like so scared of you at the same time because I would hear the craziest stories. Like your life just sounded so wild to me.
Yeah, I
It's like you had to grow up pretty fast, and like it seemed like you were already like living like a 30-year-old man.
oh yeah, we had to definitely figure it out quickly.
Yeah.
What is and what is not.
It must have been pretty rad, but also kind of a burden.
Yeah, I mean, it at the end of the day, it led me to do a bunch of stupid shit that I shouldn't have done. And I think I really only grew up really in the last 2 years, when I chose to get clean and sober and start making, right decisions for myself and my family and not try and conform to, my nickname, the Prince. He's the Prince of the North Shore. He's this, he's that, and all these things. And, you got to fill these shoes. I got no fucking shoes to fill but my own.
Yeah.
It was definitely from the pressure side of just society, friends, kids, and everybody thinking, oh, what's he going to do? There was definitely a bunch of bullshit that I had to sort through. And I fell victim to a lot of it, A lot of the things I was doing wasn't right or what I wasn't supposed to be doing. But, it's just the way that life goes. And I think right now is really what's up, I mean, the North Shore, like you said, you were there in the early 2000s, and it's just such a different place, man.
In the early O's, it did feel so stressful. It felt like we all had it all, but it was like we're all just so competitive. Brands, all of us, like Hawaiians, us coming to the North Shore. It was just so competitive. Like for me, like humor was just like the only way I could kind of cope with it all, because I was living at the Billabong house when I got older, and that was some of the roughest years of my life.
Were you there that night that we came to the Billabong house for all that?
Well, I was gonna bring that up.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
I would love to hear the backstory, because so that night was surfer pole night. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember that.
So I had just gotten there. I had left town and I came back. You just got into a fight with someone at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like that's where it's, like, from my perspective, that seemed like where it started. You and TJ got into a fight at the Billabong house.
By the way, let me just say I love TJ all my heart. I always have.
Yeah.
And sometimes things go down. And a lot of the stuff you guys see online, is a lot of online created bullshit. And TJ were friends for a long, long time. You know, TJ was like a little brother, and
Yeah.
nothing but love and respect for brother TJ and his family. Always did, always will.
Well, I always
Yeah,
knew
I mean,
you and TJ were.
tell the story.
I always know you and TJ were good friends, and I was kind of like in the middle of it because I grew up with TJ, and yeah, you were like the older brother, and so I always know y'all had like a competitive energy, but like a brother energy too. So I didn't really think too much of it. I was like, you know, everyone eventually gets in a fight out a back door, you know, like. But what's funny, I don't know if you remember, I made a video of Jeremy Flores. I did a voiceover of a kid trying to get his autograph, and Jeremy wouldn't give the kid an autograph.
Whoa, Jeremy! Whoa, Jeremy, wait up! Hold on! Can I please have your signature? Shoo, my knees, they sting. Go on, read some books. What do I do now? Why?
And I voiced over it to like make it funny. But Jeremy like hated me because that video went super viral. And so everyone was giving Jeremy a hard time, like, why wouldn't you give that kid an autograph? You're tight with Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
So Jeremy is like, me and Makua are gonna that night, he's like, me and Makua are gonna come get
That
you.
fucker told me nothing.
So when I get to the Surfer Bowl Awards, I see you guys, because I was announcing an award with Sal Salema.
Yeah.
And I was hearing Jeremy Flores is looking for me because of the video. So when I had come out, Jeremy actually choked me out to where I blacked out. So Jeremy choked me out in at Turtle Bay there.
Jeremy's the nicest guy ever.
He was well, him and Sonny had just gotten into that fight on the Gold Coast. So, so there was kind of like a weird energy going around. So I had left because I just gotten choked out with Jeremy. I got a taxi home and I was like, whew, like, all right. So I'm walking up to the Billabong house, but I guess at the simultaneously the same time, which we're gonna hear from your side in a second. You guys had beef with Billabong. But I thought Jeremy.
Hold on. There was no beef with Billabong. It was just me and TJ.
Oh, really? It was just you and TJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking you and Jeremy were coming to get me, but really y'all had different beefs that was happening. So I literally saw you guys running towards the house, and it was kind of magical because y'all were like. All y'all's flip-flops were like simultaneously
flopping.
It was just like this. I was like, oh. So I had ran through the house and then I thought I had started it because, I mean, you can say your side of what happened at the Billabong house that night because it was kind of like a major deal in the surf world.
Yeah, it was pretty classic. The only reason I actually came back with all the boys is because surfing pipe and he burned me, so I burned him back.
Yeah.
It was, this and that. So I called Pat Tenori that night. I said, hey, this is right when Billabong had bought Ruka.
Yeah, Ruka and Billabong.
Whatever, the merger. So I called Pat. I said, hey, this is what's going on. I'm going to go to the Billabong house. If anything happens, you make sure I don't get fired. And he goes, no problem. So I go over there that night, right? Everybody's at the thing. And I'm like, you know what? I jogged from my house all the way to the Billabong house.
That's what it was. I remember.
Right, by myself, all the way there. I jumped the fence. I go inside, walk right in the house. TJ, let's go. Right in the middle of the house. So me and TJ start beefing in the house.
Right.
And Aussies and Billabong guys. And they just see TJ fighting with somebody. I had my hood on, right? I had my hoodie on. And so they all pile on me. Because we go down to the ground and guys start nailing me. And I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Really?
You guys are gonna. And I don't know, some Aussies, I don't know if they're friends of the Billabong guys or what. And I give it to the Australians. They're some of the toughest fuckers I know. So they like scrap. You know what I mean? I've been through the Maroubra days and when those riots and all those kind of things. And Australia, you can say what you want about them, but I tell you what, they're some of the toughest buggers there are around. So I don't blame them, actually. You know, but at the time I was like, you know what? They're gonna pile me like that. I'm gonna get the boys,
Right.
and we're gonna do this right. So I went to the Surfer Pole Awards.
Yeah.
Rounded up the boys. Unfortunately, I guess you had just been choked out by one of the coolest guys I know. Man, what's up with that? But I come back and
There's a lot of
you know,
energy that night.
I mean, yeah, so it was kind of mellow because it was just, you know, they're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, blah, 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 this and that. I'm okay, I'll be right back. Came back and just kind of cleaned house. The boys were like, they didn't care who was who. I really felt bad for Alejandro Moreta because I think he had broke ribs. And
Yeah, I remember that was kind of gnarly.
buy him a trip for him and his girlfriend to go somewhere in the world because I felt so bad. He's just the kindest soul ever, and he just was in the house, and
He's
I
kind
think
of
one of the
wrong
boys,
place, wrong time.
wrong place, wrong time. So me and TJ ended up fighting again.
At the house that night?
Yeah, in the house again that night. So we fought again in the house, and all the boys were just guys were jumping off. I remember watching guys jump right off the wall.
That
into
was
the beach,
me.
They didn't even know what was down there, and that's as far a drop. They were just jumping, flying out.
That was
windows and
me, dude. I did like a front flip off the wall.
You did?
I'll never forget that. I didn't know who it was, but I'm like, this guy just ran and jumped over the wall. I was surprised.
That was me. Because
You know,
I thought y'all were coming to get me because of Jeremy.
So you just took off?
I had no
I
idea. The first time I hearing about the Jeremy thing, honestly.
So you ran away and got the heck out of there.
Well, Jeremy at that time, he was like, Barca and Makua were after he choked me out, he's like, Barca and Makua are we're gonna come visit you. So I was like, I'm just heading back to the house. And then Makua had already left from the Surfer Pole Award, but it was over TJ.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking it's about me, so I'm running for my life, and I jump off the wall. I jumped off the wall and ran to Rocky Point.
You just hid out?
And hid out and came back, and then when I get back, it was like guys were super beat up, and I was like, sorry, y'all, that was my... They're like, no.
Nothing to do with you.
What's so crazy is after when the cops came and Graham Stapleberg, God bless Graham. He's
He got a good whipping, huh?
yeah, he got a few good slaps too.
He
My
kind of
dad was
deserved
waiting
it though, right?
I mean, that's subjective, right? Depends who you ask. But and you know, the thing about Graham is when the cops came, he knew exactly what was going on, and he told the cops nothing happened here, and they were like, huh? And you know, people's moms and stuff, and people were like, this is, you know, they wanted to press charges and all that stuff, and Graham's like, I own this house, and nothing happened at this house. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That was pretty
Graham
sick.
Dell's college, you know, so you know, Graham's not all. I don't care what everybody says about Graham Stapleberg. He's a good guy.
He took one for the team.
It's crazy because the next day I went out and partied that night, I remember. And I came home and it was like 9 a.m. And my dad goes, oh, put your shoes on. I'm like, for what? And he goes, oh, you and TJ is going to beef again at the park. And I'm like, again? Yeah. So, because it was kind of in the house. It wasn't really like, you know, one-on-one. You know, it was one-on-one with me and him every time, but it wasn't like, okay, this is how it's going to go. We're going to squash it after this. Because, you know, North Shore, once upon a time, it was you had a problem with someone, you came to my dad's house or you went somewhere and
Right.
you guys beefed and you guys shook hands and that was it. You
Yeah.
guys left it right. No more bullshit. Nobody, like nowadays, everybody shoots each other and all these crazy things in Hawaii. It's unbelievable. Yeah, he came with his uncle guys from Mamanalo and the windsurfing park at the end of my street. We end up beefing again. I choked him out and that was it. And we scrapped for a while and I hugged him and you know, it took a little while for the tension to go down, but Like I said, I love that brother, and I wish him and his family nothing but the best. But those are the kind of things that was pretty standard on the North Shore. I remember when I was a kid, Aloha and a bunch of the other uncles would come and jump in the truck, and they would go down the street with my dad guys, and they would just show up to houses, whoever was in town that was disrespecting, or a lot of the times it was over them protecting the waves. These guys would come from wherever they thought they were going to come from.
Yeah.
Be like, oh no, we're just taking waves, and the kids and like all of us, we'd have to wait on the side. Like, no, that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
There was a definitely. I remember when I was young, my dad and some of the Hui guys used to paddle out, and you just see the lineup just go. They surf until they were done surfing, and then everybody would come back.
Dude, that's so sick.
It was a different place. I mean, is it better or worse? Who's to say? But I think, what do you guys think about the industry nowadays and the brands and how it's going? Once upon a time, like you said, it was the surfers and real surf people running the industry and the companies, and it was. Don't you feel like the surfers were taken care of a lot better and more cared for, and there was a different type of like ohana and love for the team?
That's what I was so curious hearing your side from that night, because I had always thought, because I knew Billabong and Ruka merged together, and do you remember Steve Clark?
Yes, I remember.
Well,
Clarky.
the whole.
He actually used to date my stepmom, Koa's mom.
Really?
Yeah.
God, what a legend. He's been everywhere. That's actually Koa's dad.
Stepdad.
So I thought that night, because when Andy was alive, Andy had just passed away. So there, we were like mourning. And, Andy and Kai Borg, like, the energy was always like Billabong never tried to pay Andy as much as they could. It was you'd always hear them bragging about how low they got Andy for, and it just never sat right. Because when Andy won the 3 world titles, he was making he should have been paid millions, right? Like,
I remember he turned down a Nike deal one time at the U.S. Open. I remember he showed up with a Nike shirt on one time, and I know he had some Nike offering that.
Wow, I never heard that one. But it just felt like this animosity, and Steve Clark was kind of the middle guy. It felt like he was because it's like I always felt like Graham and Paul Naday were the bad guys, and then Steve Clark was like the middleman, and then you had Andy and the Wolf Pack, and it just always felt like beef, right? And so that night I was just like, oh, it just felt like your dad came and kind of squashed it. Like that's the energy I was thinking what was happening, because I was like, man, this has felt like a buildup for a while because Billabong was just kind of like, they could have paid all the Hawaiians better during the Pipe Masters. Like, they're always trying to like cheap everyone, and it was like $1 billion industry at the time. Ever since they went public, it was just like, how can we give less to all the surfers who built this, and then how can we give more money to our shareholders?
I remember they asked me on the thing how the big wave surfers get paid. I said they don't. They're like, what? 90% of them, they work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most of them got to work still, and they go and surf big waves because they love to, not because they're paid to.
Well, it seemed like companies would throw a lot of money to like the it kid, like there's big money for that, but not for people that
they'll pick and choose certain guys, but guys are surfing for peanuts, $500, $1,500 a month in Hawaii. How do you live off of that? You can't even ask for $1,500 a month almost.
Well, that's why I moved to San Diego, because it was like the hipster movement was happening so hard. It was almost like not cool to live in Hawaii all of a sudden, which was so weird, because like that's Hawaii. North Shore was like, you had to go there to be a pro surfer. And then all of a sudden it felt like there was no money for Hawaiian surfers. And I remember just being like, this is weird, dude.
Yeah, it's a weird trip, and it kind of stayed like that. And it's getting worse. You know what I mean? They want people to just be like, oh, you get to be on this team, so you should just be thankful for that. And it's
Yeah.
like a lot of kids that really need money. It's almost like you gotta be rich
Yeah.
to be a professional surfer, because you ain't traveling around the world with how expensive it is, and hitting all these contests and being able to do that. So unless you're rich, which most of them are,
Yeah.
if you look at them, or you come from a place like Indo and you just killed it, and then you get some support. People in the middle that kind of surf really good, but maybe don't have the hype or don't have the backing. It's really hard to actually be a professional surfer and get paid to do it nowadays.
It seemed better for us actually. Like it didn't feel like none of us were like from a rich, it just felt like everything was homegrown. And then it just, once we went public, once all the industry went public, it was just like, it was just like open the floodgates. And then,
Well, it's just like anything that goes mainstream. The only thing that matters is money. Of course, money mattered to those industry guys. And once they sold, which you can't blame them, they build a big company. Somebody comes in and wants to give them $300 million or whatever it is to sell. Can't blame those families for selling their companies. And I think we might be one of the only ones from back there that still own our brand, the Hui, that didn't, there was upon a time, and my dad just said, fuck them and their money. And I'm like, okay. And that's
so
why
sick.
like the surf shop selling people surf shorts for $80, $120 for a pair of board shorts. He goes, no. He was the first Costco guy, kind of, and he was like, the reason I want to do this is because I want people to be able to afford their shorts. They can come in and buy 3 or 4 pair of the Hui shorts in Costco's. When they go out to the surf shops, they can buy 1, maybe.
Yeah, it's true.
They can buy a t-shirt, shorts, and all that stuff for $100. They can get a few things for their family. So for him, it really was about just trying to make the product available for people at a affordable rate, and that wasn't happening in all the big stores because they just require a certain margin. They require a certain, you know what I mean? It's really time that a lot of these people out there, a lot of these young surfers with the Instagram and the way that social media works, can really create brands and take market share right now. If you keep it homegrown and original and you guys do your thing and when someone puts on the shirt, once upon a time, they felt like they were part of something. You put on a Hui shirt, a long shirt, you're part of that team and the culture, the lifestyles that went along with those brands. And I think a lot of those lifestyles are gone. No, they don't really live, at the beach all day and doing all this stuff. It's just different times.
Yeah, for sure. Like being on like one of the big brands felt like playing for the Lakers or something. Like it's like, oh, it was like, oh wow, this means something, like. So it feels like now it's almost like the 70s again, and we're starting over. People are like starting their own thing. I'm a big fan of your music, and when you started making your music, did that just from all the like trials and tribulations you went through, was music kind of like a healing process for you?
Well, this time around it is. I played music since I was a kid. My grandma's sister has one of the biggest Polynesian dance entities in Hawaii, Tihati, and so
Really?
And so music was always a part of my life, but this time when I'm doing it, it really helped me heal from being fucked up on drugs and alcohol, having my knee blown out and sitting there and they're like, oh, you're never going to surf again. I was out of shape. I was almost 210 pounds at the time.
Really?
I didn't know how I was going to get back, or what I was going to do. And I figured I just write. And coming off of pills with a knee injury, not even being able to take painkillers. I mean, it was fucking radical. So there's a lot of pain in there, which I deserved, self-induced. So, but yeah, the music, words and the stuff that I sing about, it's real stuff. And it's definitely part of helping me heal for sure.
Well, that's what I love Hawaiian music, and Hawaiians are some of the gnarliest people on earth, and yet when they're singing, it's like the softest side of them, right? And I find that so magical because I feel like to be super gnarly, if you're gonna like be able to live that way, you kind of have to have something. You have to have some kind of softness in your life to cope. Like living on the North Shore and surfing those waves every day, I just remember feeling like, dude, I need a hug.
You know what's so funny? As you were saying that, I said a lot of us just really want a hug, and because of the social norm, we had to put on this thing that we had to be tough all the time.
Yeah.
Very detrimental to a lot of surfers. A lot of surfers went down really dark paths because they weren't able to bring out that softer side, the vulnerable
Absolutely.
side of it. Was really needed because of the person you have to be when you're in Mother Nature doing those kinds of things. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of your might and your power. And I think that the most healing thing to someone in that type of arena, whether it's a gladiator, you see them in all the movies and whatnot, they have to have this type of love after.
Yeah.
And affection, whether it's from family or a significant other, or being able to let that shield down so that you can actually repower yourself.
Yeah.
Love is the only thing that can really repower some of the greatest warriors ever. And if you look at them over time, a lot of them fell apart because they weren't able to put that down, and they ran it all the way. And it was a very detrimental thing to their legacies, careers, and all that stuff. So it's crazy that you see that softer side, that musical side, that side that you can really share with others and have others share back with you when you're up there, share the love and the stoked and really create that kind of awesome environment that's really soothing and healing for a lot of people that fight and, are warriors all day long. Some of the kindest. Those people need more love than anybody else.
Yeah.
Well, do you feel like that's why drugs was so bad on the North Shore? Because it was, I mean, just surfing those waves every day takes a toll, dude.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't get that dopamine, you can't get that rush. Sometimes you find other ways, and some, like I said, it goes back to loving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They put on this thing, and the only way you feel good is when you have a substance that's giving you that love, that's making you feel that softer side. Kind of whatever, some guys get it from an upper, some guys get it from a downer, but it's almost like that girlfriend or that hug that you can't get because you show it in public. Secretly, you're getting it from a substance or abusing drugs or alcohol, or whatever it is. It's kind of like your way of trying to give yourself self-love in a way. It's kind of a fucked up way, but it's kind of what it is.
Well, it's like the easiest way to get an instant chemical reaction.
Yes, and it's like a synthetic hug. It really is a lot of the times.
Damn.
You should be a pastor, Makua.
No, I just I wanna do things outside of myself. I want to make sure that when I sing for people, I'm not singing for them. I'm singing with them.
Yeah.
Being here and being able to share with people like you and the platforms that you guys have, I appreciate that and what you guys do. It's awesome to see. Don't let up on the memes and all that stuff. I love. Hey, being choked out is not that bad. It doesn't hurt. You go to sleep.
I was just keep going.
It was that hug that you always wanted, Sterling. So,
Jeremy gave me
wanted the love. So that he had to squeeze a little extra hard and you end up passing out. So
cute aggression. Well, what was funny? I just cut my hair to look super stupid. Like I've cut bangs. And I remember just like waking up and Jeremy's holding me and literally a big group gathered around. Like Kelly was there. Everyone's staring at us like, oh, what's gonna happen? Is he okay? And Jeremy got kind of freaked out because he's like, oh, he passed out pretty quick. Because because I didn't see him come up from behind me. He was just like, ah. I was like, ah.
Jeez.
And Jeremy was like,
Do you think if he would have came up from the front of you, it would have been different?
I would have had time to react for sure.
I'm just trying to make trouble.
Well, what's funny? Everyone was kind of freaked out, and he started choking me again. And Michael Ho stepped in. Blessed Michael Ho steps in, and Michael Ho is good friends with my dad. He like grew up with my dad, and like he was like, "That's Yancey's son. If you hurt him, you'll never come back here again." And Jeremy was like, and he like let me go, and I was like, "Dude, Michael Ho saved my life."
That's awesome.
Nah, Jeremy respects Uncle Mike big time. We all do. He's a
Oh,
legend.
yeah.
And I'm looking at that shirt. Is that you on that shirt?
So that's me with You Know the Rules.
You know the
Oh,
rules.
gnarly.
What are the rules, Sterling? Tell us what the rules are. I want to know the rules. I don't know the rules.
Well,
Come on.
I learned this from Braden Diaz.
Oh, that's a good one.
So when I was walking a pipeline one day, and it was me and Jordy Smith, and we were walking the pipe, and we snuck into Jerry's front yard, and we were like, "Oh, we're at Jerry's house. This is so gnarly." And all of a sudden, I hear this, "Hey, you know the rules." And I was like, "Whoa, where's that come from?" And so me and Jordy just keep walking. He's like, "Hey, you know the rules." And we were like, "What?" Like, and all of a sudden I see these hands on the Vulcan fence, and it's Braid, and he peeks his head above, and he's like, "You know the rules." And we were like, "What are the rules?" We didn't know them. And Jordy in his African accent, he's like, "Oh, sorry, bro. We don't know the rules, bro." He's like about to cry because Braden was like the guy. And so we literally just stopped talking, and he was like, "There you go." And then he like left us, and we were like, "Oh, we learned the rules."
Talking
of
about
it.
knowing the rules. Steve Clark, bless his soul. Andy wins the title, right? Kyborg's like, okay, party time, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna party.
it's on.
And of course, Billabong's supposed to pay. He's their rider, like you said. They could have been paying him more, obviously. So they're gonna put in the party jet. I mean, Andy just put Billabong on the map once again, made them millions of dollars, and Clarky doesn't want to pay. Tells us to go pound salt, and we're like, huh? And back then they had the shirt Cyborg's Troops on it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Kai's like, okay, well, we got to find Clarky because he's going to pay. And, okay, word is out, find Clarky. So we go, everybody's finding him, and we see him on the side of the road. He's right there by, off the wall on the side of the road. You know, the guys park on the road, and okay, so, hey, Clark, what's up, blah, blah. You know, and starts, oh, fuck that, I ain't paying you, fucking blah, blah, blah.
Clarky said that?
All right, yeah, so, first thing, rock through the window, blow the driver's window out, and the boys gave him a couple cracks, dragged him out, and I remember watching it from the bike path, and I was standing there going, wow, I wonder how this is going to play out. And next thing I know, boom, Chase credit card came out. And the boys were off to Foodland, carts full of. And that's, I think, the time when Andy was with Coors Light. So I think they cleaned out half the beer aisle and whatever else, food and drinks people wanted. And Steve Clark was in the form of a big Hawaiian that night at Foodland. That was Brother Steve. Brother Steve showed up at Foodland.
Wow, he knew the rules.
So he learned the
A lot of
rules.
stuff. Yeah, he knew the rules right there. But he already knew the rules. When Andy wins, Billabong pays for the party. That's just how it goes.
That's simple.
It could have saved him a lot of stress. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Andy.
Who do
era.
you guys think? Who do you guys think is gonna win the world championship this year? I'm curious. You guys pay attention to that world.
Maybe Jack Robinson. He seems pretty locked in.
Does anybody like really care who's gonna win the world title nowadays, like Kelly and Andy days, or is it just kind of like,
It's really lost its energy. It just seems like a bunch of rich Gen Zers that are out of touch with life. So it's hard for anyone to really like the Kelly and Andy era was so sick because like they like represented surfers. And now it's like the best, richest surfers. It's like we can't really relate to them. Like they grew up in San Clemente or it's like it's silver spoon kind of sport.
well, there's no real backstory. There's no like depth.
Right.
To me, honestly, I think priority fucked the whole thing up. Honestly,
What do you mean priority?
because it's like baseball. Oh, he didn't hit a home run, so throw him an underhand pitch. The guy's like, no, I'm gonna throw the ball at his face, and if he doesn't get out of the way, he's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't catch a touchdown pass. The fans want to see everybody have the equal opportunity to catch a touchdown. It's like, buddy, there's no scrapping. There's no rivalries. It's like kumbaya.
For sure.
It's like, yeah, the competitive spirit is totally gone because it's like, oh, it's his turn. He didn't catch a wave yet. Well, maybe he doesn't fucking belong here if he can't catch a. You know what I mean? Nobody, honestly, they're not putting a ball on the tee and saying, oh, he didn't get a hit all year. So the fans want to see him hit. Oh, well, maybe he just doesn't got it. You're not cut out for this sport. So when they tell me about we're having these meetings for the big wave thing, right? Oh, we're going to have priority at Jaws. I mean, so you're telling me that if I'm taking off on a 35, 40, 50-foot wave, and because brother doesn't want to sit deep and he wants to sit in his spot, there's the guys, well, I have my lineups and I want to sit here because of, oh, fucking brother, that's not how it goes. You know, you just caught a wave and guess what? I'm going to catch another one. And
That's
well,
real
it's like,
balls.
are you going to go out there and let them take your food off of your table? You're going to sit there and watch them catch a wave. But going back to what I was saying, you can die surfing those waves. Huntington Beach, some of the other waves in the world, you're not going to die.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee it if someone drops in on you. Because you haven't caught a wave and because you're not maybe ballsy enough to go deep or sit at the peak or whatever it is, that's just kind of how it goes. And you can drop in on me and just stuff me just because you have priority. That's like a death sentence on those kind of waves.
Pretty gnarly.
And it when people are like, oh, well, I didn't get one and I want to sit here. Well, then you can sit over there and you can get smoked just like over there. You see, like the glory days of surfing. It was a battle.
Yeah.
And then you have to have that type of warrior mentality or that competitive spirit in a sport for people to be excited to watch it.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're watching a yoga retreat now in the oceans.
Ayahuasca retreat.
The soul and the real culture out of surfing nowadays, it seems. That's why we're at where we're at.
How do we get it back?
I don't know. Guys like you making memes, maybe. Maybe we'll make it fun. And guys just, you know what? Guys
Just
really
people
not
talking
giving a
honest.
fuck. Doing their thing and doing it how they do it and not conforming to what the industry wants them to do. You know, being authentic is being you and being able to back it up. And, you know, when you do something that someone else wants you to do, that's the most unorganic. I hear all these words in all these meetings, or organic, authenticity. And then you got the people steering the ship. It's like, how does this person be authentically organic when it's all manufactured by a corporation? Like, you're wondering why it doesn't happen.
It's like, we want you to be you, but just do it like this.
Exactly.
When I rode for Reef, they were the worst about that.
Really?
I'm like, you're paying us like $500 a month.
Guys, main sponsors are getting $500 a month, $1,500 a month nowadays. It's wild.
That's is anyone getting paid? Just Griffin Colapinto?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, like every other sport, surfing, those guys were real smart, those industry guys. Remember, it was always been secret. Don't tell what you're getting paid. Don't tell what you're getting. You know why? Because then they didn't need to bargain against each other.
Exactly.
In football, in baseball, or any other professional sport, your pay is right up there. You know why? Because if you're at a certain level and you're competing at that level, the teams have to pay you at that level, right? There's a bargaining. there's a bargain thing to this too, and surf companies understood that they could keep that secret, that they wouldn't have to pay because nobody knew what they were making, and it was just hearsay. But if it was
So
published
true.
and say, okay, if he's making that, I want this, or you don't get me. And the surfers actually came together. That's the thing about surfers; they won't unionize, they won't
Yeah.
come together.
We needed a union. We needed a surfers union.
Everybody else in the industry got paid millions of dollars, all the big guys. And a lot of the big surfers are getting paid nothing. And I really think it's down to the secrecy of pay, who was getting what at what time, because you can use that as leverage when you go to the bargaining table with some of these big companies. And they worked it. They definitely had their way of getting it done.
Why has the surf industry always been so sleazy? Is it because it started from drug money?
I think it's just human nature to take advantage of people when you have power.
Yeah.
What was your vibe with Kelly Slater when he moved to the North Shore and stuff? Like, was he embraced or was he?
Pops was, well, I guess guys didn't like him because he was Kelly. He was handsome. He was ripping, and
Good skin.
Pops was sure that nobody fucked with Kelly. He really liked Kelly. Kelly was the guy that everybody, I guess, wanted to pound. He was the first hipster, I would say. I mean, clean cut boy coming from Florida that was just waxing guys, you know.
Sketchy.
Like I said, anything that's different and good, that's beating everybody, guys are going to be jealous. That's all it was.
Yeah.
People didn't like that. And, you know, Pops really has a good relationship with Kelly. They've been really good friends for a long time. And I think that a lot of the times why Kelly never got dirty lickings just because guys would just pound guys just for fun back then, just because they wanted to. There was a unspoken rule that nobody fucks with Kelly. Not even, you know, as bad as Johnny or any of these guys didn't like him. Kelly hates it when Johnny tells a story. I beat Kelly twice in the same event and then won the pipe, man. I beat him 2 times on the event. Oh, Kelly gets all. He keeps saying that, you know. Okay, Johnny, we know it already, but you know, not too many times. How competitive Kelly is, and he's been nothing but kind to me and showed me a lot over the years. And I think that it just, yeah, he doesn't like that one. That's for sure. I know he doesn't because he brings it up to me. Oh, you see Johnny posting about the thing again? I was like,
well, we appreciate it, Makua. Is there anything else you want to talk about or anything you want to shout out?
no, I mean, my new single, Catch a Wave, is out there right now. Go and stream it with AWOL Nation. We're coming to Australia. We're going to do a little tour in Australia in May. JS Factory, the Salento Music Fest. I'm trying to take it back to that kind of old school sublime punk rock days where we show up at the surf shops or in the industry and just throw events, bring everybody together, get a couple of cool bands from the area that, you know, want to join in on an awesome time. And I'm going to do one up and down the West Coast, up and down the East Coast. And we're going to try and just hit our industry spots and bring that Ohana vibe back with a lot of cool bands that want to, like I said, rock and roll and have a good time with the people. So look out for that. Thank you guys for all your support. Mahalo, brother Sterling, and for everything you do at Pinch My Salt. And hopefully we can collaborate on some things in the future.
You've come to Pensacola before. If you guys come back, love to have you on.
Yeah, I just did the Reggae Rise Up in Tampa.
Oh, really? Sick.
Well, hey, Mr. Makua.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Thank you.
Cousin, that's the most.
What?
Cousin, that's the most we're at this whole time.
I know. I didn't want to interrupt because
God, you were there.
the feed kind of messed it up when I would talk.
Oh my God.
Dude, I couldn't speak. I was too scared, dude.
Dude, it's like he's a real life mountain.
Yeah.
It's like he's a walking powerhouse.
So I've heard stories from you in the past. I didn't realize he was going to be so zen. He was like so smart.
I love sober Makua.
He was just so intelligent and well spoken.
It's
And
like now we can relax
we can all
and talk about it.
I know. Thank you, Makua. Well, he's doing great.
I was
dude.
so scared when I was a kid.
He seems like he's killing it now.
He seems like he's in a good space.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
He deserves it, dude. Well, that was fun, bro. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment. Comments help, Sterling.
I heard if you comment,
Comments help push
helps
this.
a lot.
Helps a lot, but like it.
But
too.
like it still.
Like it. All right, guys. We love you. See you at the next one. Whee!
Thank you for watching Pinch My Salt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. Subscribe and tickle that like button. Pinch my salt.